Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again. Dear friend, have you ever fallen into that awful state when in the morning the newspaper right in front of you suddenly becomes blurry or the face of a loved one fades as if behind a foggy veil? That is not just a normal sign of aging, but it may be a warning of macular degeneration, a disease silently stealing the vision of millions of Americans over the age of 60. According to the U.S. National Eye Institute, (NIH), more than 11 million cases have already been diagnosed, and this number is expected to double in the next 25 years if diet and lifestyle do not change. What is frightening is that the process of vision loss happens quietly, and by the time it is noticed, reading the newspaper, driving, or clearly seeing the faces of grandchildren has already become a real challenge. The good news is that we can absolutely prevent it early, and the solution does not lie in expensive eye drops or hard-to-swallow eye supplements, but right in the familiar foods in your own kitchen. With just 3 simple foods scientifically proven to be rich in nutrients that protect the retina, you can build a natural filter that helps your eyes fight against blue light, improve blood circulation to the retina, and restore visual cells damaged by oxidation. In today's video, Health Journey will show you how to choose, prepare, and combine these 3 foods in the way most suitable for people over 60. Not only easy to eat and easy to digest, but also preserving their full benefits for your eyes. Watch until the end of the video because just one small change in your meals can keep the world around you sharp and full of color. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so we have more motivation to share useful content. And if you find this video valuable, send it right away to your friends and loved ones, because the light in their eyes deserves to be protected just as much as yours. 1. Chicken eggs. Chicken eggs have long been a close friend in the breakfast of millions of families. Cheap, easy to prepare, and filling enough for a long morning, but the most valuable part is not in the protein-rich white, but in the golden yolk, where special nutrients are found that protect the eyes and brain after the age of 60. When you open your phone to read the news, when you sit in front of the TV screen for hours, or even under LED lights in the kitchen, your eyes are exposed to high-energy blue light continuously. This type of light does not cause pain immediately, but it is like small needles tapping on the retina, day after day, weakening the visual cells. This is the reason why many older adults complain, "My eyes are still bright, but when I read the newspaper the letters are blurry. At night driving it is hard to see the signs clearly." What is special is that the human body does not produce by itself the 2 natural filters, called lutein and zeaxanthin, compounds that fight against blue light. We can only get them from food. And chicken eggs, especially free-range eggs fed with grains and green vegetables, contain a much higher amount of natural lutein and zeaxanthin compared to industrial eggs. Not only that, these 2 nutrients in eggs come together with fat, helping the body absorb 2 to 3 times better than swallowing synthetic supplements. In people over 60, the stomach often produces less acid. Digestive enzymes also decrease, making the extraction of carotenoids from leafy greens less effective. Therefore, a small egg is sometimes more valuable than even a large bowl of salad. Not stopping at the eyes, lutein also has the ability to cross the blood-brain barrier and concentrate in the cortex related to memory. Scientists at the University of Illinois once published research showing that people aged 55-75 who ate eggs regularly had faster information processing and better memory compared to the group that limited eggs. In addition, the yolk is rich in choline, the raw material to create acetylcholine, an important neurotransmitter for memory and concentration. When lutein and choline are both present, they form a pair that helps the eyes see more clearly and the mind stay sharper. However, these benefits only work if we choose the right way of cooking. When the yolk is fried crispy at high temperature, lutein is easily destroyed, while cholesterol is oxidized into harmful compounds for blood vessels. Instead, boiling soft, steaming, or lightly poaching in soup will retain most of the nutrients. A small tip: beat eggs with a little almond milk and parsley. Pan-sear quickly on a non-stick pan for about 1 minute. You will have a fragrant, soft egg dish with little oil. An ideal breakfast for older adults can be 1 boiled egg, a few slices of ripe avocado, and some oats mixed with unsweetened yogurt. Avocado provides good fat to help lutein be fully absorbed. Oats are rich in soluble fiber to keep blood sugar stable. With this combination, you not only protect your eyes, but also maintain steady energy throughout the morning. A problem that often worries many older adults is cholesterol in eggs, but in reality, the American Heart Association has confirmed eating 1 egg per day does not increase the risk of heart disease in most people. The problem is not the egg, but the overall meal. If you already eat a lot of fatty meat, reduce eggs to 3-4 per week. But if your diet is mostly vegetables, fish, grains, then 5 eggs per week are still safe. What should be avoided is eating eggs and then immediately drinking a strong cup of tea. Tannins in tea will precipitate protein, causing bloating and reducing the ability to absorb iron. Instead, drink warm water with a little lemon, which both aids gentle digestion and supports liver detoxification. In addition, people with end-stage kidney disease or needing to control protein intake should consult their doctor before adding eggs to the daily diet. For older adults with weak teeth, eating leafy greens with eggs may be difficult. In this case, you can puree spinach, mix with eggs, then steam into a smooth egg vegetable flan that is easy to swallow. Or quickly stir-fry spinach with olive oil and mix into eggs pan-fried on low heat, both adding lutein and making it tastier. Another plus, eggs contain all essential amino acids in balanced proportions, very necessary for maintaining muscle. Combining eating eggs with light weightlifting or brisk walking several times per week will make muscles stronger, reduce falls, and maintain good balance. Eggs can even contribute to improving sleep. Thanks to containing tryptophan, the precursor of serotonin and melatonin, eating eggs at an early dinner, combined with leafy greens rich in vitamin B6, will help sleep become deeper and more natural. Of course, dinner needs to be at least 2 hours before bedtime so the stomach has time to digest. There is one thing few people notice. Eating eggs regularly is not only good for the eyes and brain, but also for the skin. Vitamin A and vitamin E in the yolk help skin become less dry and cracked, hair stronger. Many older adults, after a few months of adding eggs to their diet, have noticed their hands peeling less, hair falling out less, and skin brighter. In short, 1 small egg is a comprehensive nutrition package for older adults, protecting the retina from blue light, supporting memory, nourishing muscles, stabilizing blood sugar, and improving sleep. The important thing is to cook simply, combine with good fats and vegetables to increase absorption, while limiting oil and high temperatures. When you make eggs a familiar part of breakfast or snacks, you are not only eating to be full, but also investing in a shield. For the eyes and brain, 2 organs that face the greatest challenges after the age of 60. 2. Black garlic. Among the many foods that can support the eyes after the age of 60, black garlic stands out as a silent protector that few people think of. Starting out as ordinary white garlic bulbs, thanks to a long fermentation process in a warm environment, they transform into a sticky, glossy black form like dried apricots. At that point, a new compound appears in the garlic clove called S-acetylcysteine, a powerful antioxidant capable of extinguishing tiny inflammatory spots in the capillary network at the back of the eye. These capillaries are the final pipelines transporting oxygen and nutrients to nourish the retina. But at age 60 plus, they are often easily blocked due to fluctuating blood sugar or long-term inflammatory plaque buildup. The habit of chewing 1 small black garlic clove each day is like having a maintenance worker quietly cleaning, helping blood flow to the eyes circulate better and keeping the macula from being starved of oxygen. A big advantage of black garlic is its taste. Completely different from the pungent, strong smell of fresh garlic that easily causes heartburn, black garlic has a mild sweet-sour taste like dried fruit, soft, chewy, and easy to eat. Older adults do not need to worry about strong breath or stomach irritation as with raw garlic. Trials in Korea have recorded that after just 8 weeks of eating black garlic regularly, blood antioxidant levels increased significantly, systolic blood pressure dropped by a few units, and the thickness of eye vessel walls remained more stable. In addition, black garlic still retains inulin, a type of fiber that feeds beneficial bacteria in the gut. Thanks to this, older adults who use black garlic not only protect their eyes, but also reduce constipation, stabilize blood sugar after meals, and indirectly reduce pressure on the tiny blood vessels in the retina. Its usage is also very simple. In the morning, you just need to place 1 black garlic clove on your tongue, chew slowly until the essence mixes with saliva, and then swallow. For those unfamiliar with the taste, you can mash 2 cloves and mix them into a bowl of oatmeal or stir them into a cup of warm milk. On cold days, adding a few cloves of black garlic to a pot of pumpkin soup with a little ginger creates a dish that is both warming and good for blood vessels. Because black garlic has reduced pungency, even weak stomachs experience little discomfort. However, those taking blood thinners or high-dose aspirin should limit to 1 clove per day to avoid excessive blood thinning. One factor to pay attention to is product quality. Good black garlic has a shiny black interior, not slimy, with a mild aroma like dried fruit. If the garlic clove is moldy or has a sharp, sour smell, it should be discarded immediately because the fermentation process has failed and toxins may form. In the U.S., many organic food stores sell packaged black garlic, but if you want to save money, you can completely make it at home using a rice cooker on warm mode for about 40 days. Just line with foil, vent the lid periodically, and you will get a batch of black garlic enough for a whole month at a much lower cost than buying outside. The benefits of black garlic are not limited to the eyes. Many older adults in California have shared that after 3 months of regular use, they experienced less glare when driving at night, fewer headaches from vascular spasms, and even clearer vision when looking at phone screens. Test results showed a slight reduction in intraocular pressure and a slower progression of macular degeneration. This proves that small changes, when maintained regularly, can bring great results, not an instant miracle, but a process of maintenance from the root. Black garlic is also considered a helper for sleep. Many studies have recorded that it helps regulate cortisol, the stress hormone, while keeping blood sugar stable throughout the night. Older adults who eat 1 small clove of black garlic after dinner and sip a cup of warm water often find their feet warmer and fall into deeper sleep more easily. Some seniors initially worried about the taste, but after a few days grew to like it because of the mild sweet aftertaste, similar to dried apricots or raisins. Of course, black garlic is not a magic charm for every problem. It only exerts its maximum effect when combined with a healthy lifestyle, wearing blue light filter glasses when looking at screens for long periods, blinking often, exercising lightly, and eating more leafy greens rich in lutein such as spinach and broccoli. In particular, limiting refined sugar reduces blood vessel inflammation, something black garlic alone cannot control. Therefore, consider black garlic as an important link in the protection chain, not the sole solution. One of the less mentioned benefits is that black garlic also improves cerebral blood circulation. When the tiny blood vessels in the brain are clear, you will notice sharper memory, less forgetfulness, and even a more optimistic spirit. A 72-year-old woman in Houston shared that thanks to maintaining the habit of chewing black garlic in the morning, she no longer felt mental fatigue as before, and her memory improved when reading the Bible or talking with her grandchildren. For older adults, the most important thing is not to eat more, but to eat regularly and correctly. 1 to 2 black garlic cloves per day is enough. Do not be too eager to eat too many at once because the body is like a garden. It needs to be watered gradually and regularly for the plants to stay fresh. If watered all at once and then left unattended, the soil will wash away, the roots will rot. Black garlic is the same. Its effectiveness comes from persistence. When you add black garlic to your daily diet, you are giving your eyes, brain, and even heart a gentle yet lasting protection. From reducing glare under headlights, keeping memory clear, to supporting deep sleep, everything combines into a natural shield for old age. And the most valuable thing, it is not something luxurious or expensive, but just ordinary garlic given extra care and patience. And if black garlic is seen as the silent maintainer of blood vessels, then the next food I want to share is the natural light source that nourishes the retina, a familiar vegetable present in every supermarket in the U.S., but often forgotten in the shopping basket. This will be the key to joining black garlic in forming a complete eye protection duo after the age of 60. 3. Kale. In the world of leafy greens, few vegetables are as affectionately named by many nutrition experts as kale, the green shield for the eyes. In the past, it was only considered a garnish, modestly placed on restaurant plates. But today, science has proven that just a few leaves of kale each week are enough to make a clear difference for vision, memory, and vascular health, especially in people over 60. The most valuable point of kale lies in its lutein and zeaxanthin content, many times higher than lettuce or broccoli. These two pigments move straight to the macula of the eye, which is responsible for central vision, the factor that determines whether you can read the newspaper clearly, drive safely, or recognize the faces of loved ones. They act like a natural filter, blocking part of the blue light from phone screens, TV, LED lamps, while neutralizing free radicals continuously generated when the eyes receive light. At age 60 plus, the photoreceptor cell layer is already fragile and easily damaged, so this green shield is like a protective barrier, helping the retina age more slowly. Besides lutein, kale also contains sulforaphane, a special compound that can activate a series of anti-inflammatory cleanup enzymes inside cells. When these enzymes are activated, the body repairs small lesions in the eye lining, slowing the process of macular degeneration. Many studies in Europe have shown that people who maintain kale or cruciferous vegetables in their meals at least 3 times a week have up to 30% lower risk of macular degeneration compared to those who eat few vegetables. For older adults, this number is meaningful enough to preserve bright vision for several more years. Kale is also rich in vitamin C and vitamin K, 2 nutrients that may seem unrelated to the eyes but actually play quiet, important roles. Vitamin C helps the body synthesize collagen, patching the capillary walls that nourish the retina so they do not tear easily when blood pressure fluctuates. Vitamin K keeps blood vessel walls elastic, preventing calcium deposits that make circulation difficult. Thanks to this, kale not only protects the retina, but also supports cardiovascular health and blood pressure, factors closely linked to vision in older adults. The only problem is that many people worry about its strong taste and tough leaves. But in fact, with just a few small tips, kale becomes much easier to eat. A simple way is to wash, slice thin, then steam or stir-fry quickly with 1 spoon of olive oil for 3 minutes. When the leaves turn deep green, remove them. This preserves lutein while avoiding too much bitterness. Olive oil also acts as the vehicle that carries carotenoids into the blood, helping the body absorb twice as much compared to eating kale without fat. For those with weak teeth or slow digestion, kale smoothies are a convenient choice. A handful of leaves, half a banana, almond milk, and 1 spoon of ground flaxseed. The banana masks the strong taste, flaxseed adds plant-based omega-3, and almond milk provides calcium. A morning smoothie like this is light on the stomach and nourishes both eyes and bones. Kale salad is also a dish many older Americans enjoy. Just shred the leaves, mix with apple cider vinegar, toasted sesame oil, sprinkle with white sesame seeds and a few crushed walnuts. And you have a dish that is both crunchy and fragrant, while adding omega-3 to fight systemic inflammation. Or more simply, remove the leaf ribs, spread with a little fresh cheese and almond powder, then roll up and bake for 8 minutes at 160 degrees C. This crispy green chip easily replaces potato chips full of oil and salt. A 6-month study at the University of Tasmania showed that the group of people over 60 who ate 3 bowls of kale each week had blood lutein levels increased by 25%. Night vision significantly improved, and better contrast sensitivity compared to the group that did not eat kale. Interestingly, the total calorie intake of the 2 groups was no different, proving that the appearance of kale alone was enough to create positive changes for the eyes. Even so, kale still has some notes. Its high vitamin K content may affect those taking blood thinners, so it is best to eat a fixed amount weekly and inform the doctor to adjust medication accordingly. In addition, raw kale contains a little goitrin, a substance that can affect the thyroid if eaten in excess. The simple solution is to cook lightly, which both reduces goitrin and makes the leaves softer and easier to chew. When buying, look for bunches with thick leaves, dark green color, crisp stems, and no yellow spots. Store in the refrigerator for up to 3 days or blanch and freeze to preserve antioxidants longer. A small but useful tip for older adults who often suffer from insomnia. In the evening, steam a few kale leaves, mix with a handful of unsalted roasted pumpkin seeds and some black sesame, drizzle with sesame oil. This dish provides natural magnesium to relax muscles, together with lutein well absorbed thanks to sesame oil, nourishing the eyes while improving deep sleep. Many people who tried this recipe shared that the next morning their eyes were less irritated and their spirits clearer. With a busy schedule, you can prepare kale banana nut milk smoothies in advance for the whole week, divide into small glass bottles and refrigerate. Each morning just shake well to have a neat serving of the green shield. This method saves time while ensuring you don't miss an important dose of nutrition for your eyes. Kale is not a miracle, but with a frequency of 3 to 4 times a week, it can quietly build a barrier against blue light, reduce oxidative stress, and increase the durability of eye capillaries. The most important thing is persistence. Small changes maintained regularly are the key to keeping eyes after age 60 still seeing the world clearly and brightly. After talking about the green shield called kale, some may wonder, in real life, do small changes from these foods really bring noticeable results for the eyes and overall health? The answer lies in the story of Mrs. Martha, 72 years old, living in Oregon, United States. She has always loved reading, spending at least an hour every night with a novel or her iPad before bed. But in recent years, she noticed that the letters on the page were fading. Her eyes became easily dazzled when looking at the screen, and in the morning she often felt dryness and heavy eyelids. The doctor diagnosed that she was entering the early stage of age-related macular degeneration. Although not yet serious, without changes, she risked gradually losing her central vision within a few years. Instead of relying only on eye drops, Martha decided to adjust her diet. The first suggestion from the nutritionist was to add free-range eggs to her breakfast. She had once worried about cholesterol, but after being explained that 1 egg per day does not harm the heart if the rest of the diet is balanced, she began to eat soft-boiled eggs with half an avocado. After just 1 month, she noticed her eyes ached less when reading for a long time, and her short-term memory also improved, perhaps thanks to the combination of lutein, zeaxanthin, and choline. The next step, Martha bought black garlic at the local farmer's market. At first, she found the sweet-sour taste unusual, but then she became fond of it, considering it a small dessert after dinner. 1 clove of black garlic chewed slowly each day not only helped her sleep more easily, but also made her blood pressure more stable according to her family doctor. What surprised her most was the reduced glare in her eyes when driving at night, something she had always feared before. Finally, Martha boldly added kale to her meals, a vegetable she had previously disliked as bitter. Her daughter showed her how to make kale smoothies with banana and almond milk, adding a spoonful of ground flaxseed. That bright green drink gradually became her morning habit. After just a few months, vision tests showed her blood lutein levels had increased significantly, her night vision improved, and she had to squint less when reading small print. Now, Martha often jokes with her friends, "I have 3 bodyguards for my eyes, the golden egg, the black garlic clove, and the bunch of green kale." Her story is proof that foods that seem simple can actually make a clear difference when we are persistent and know how to combine them. You see small changes in the diet, from a golden egg, a sweet and chewy black garlic clove, to a few dark green kale leaves, carry more power than any supplement bottle when it comes to preserving aging eyes. The question is not should we add them or not, but when will you start? Because with each day of delay, the retina and tiny blood vessels around the eyes silently endure another layer of wear. Eggs give the eyes a blue light filter right from breakfast. Black garlic is the silent worker that loosens blood vessels, delivering nutrients to the macula. Kale is like a green armor shielding against free radicals. 3 simple, easier-to-find foods, but if maintained consistently, they can alter the pace of aging for the eyes, memory, and even overall health. What matters is not how much you eat in a single day, but how long you maintain it. 1 boiled egg every other day, 1 black garlic clove chewed slowly each evening, or a kale smoothie a few times a week. These small, steady choices will decide how long you can see clearly, whether reading the newspaper remains easy, and whether driving at night stays safe. So challenge yourself today. Pick one of these 3 helpers, make a note, and commit to doing it continuously for 2 weeks. Then come back and share your experience in the comments, because your story may inspire many others. Thank you for accompanying Health Journey. If you find this content useful, don't forget to follow and share the video with your loved ones. Because bright, healthy eyes are not only a gift for yourself, but also a source of happiness for the whole family.